ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೆ ಚೆನ್ನೈ
Express University Station, Netaji Forward.
It's a hat-trick of wins for MI, and the Mumbai Raja is back on the throne where he belongs. MI have been comprehensive today. All those tick marks, winning the toss, putting a break on the CSK batters, coming and chasing this very, very comfortably with 9 wickets in hand. Rohit Sharma getting 76 of 45. Suryakumar Yadav getting 68. Ravindra Jadeja picking up that 1 wicket and giving away 28 runs. Welcome back to Voltas presents Cricbuzz Live. I'm back with the men who called it, who both said that it's going to be MI. Did you all think it's going to be such a comprehensive win?
Well, not such a comprehensive win, but we both felt that they were at least 15 to 20 runs short at the halfway stage. And so it proved, because they just, I thought the way Rohit batted...
Maybe more. Maybe more.
And the way Surya batted, that partnership was exhilarating.
Absolutely.
What we did see was there was a lot of dew. And that obviously helped them because the ball becomes a lot wet and, it just becomes easier to bat. But take nothing away from their performance. It was a much needed performance from Rohit. Like I said, he getting runs, staying not out. It's like we said, if he's batting at the 17th or 18th over, Mumbai won the game. And that's exactly what's happened.
Well, everything has been tick-marked. Kartik, we were talking about this in the comm box. Just like what RCB did in the last game, MI have come out and done exactly that. Tick-mark every single box.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think sometimes renewed vigor, renewed confidence, and one good win, one hard-fought win does wonders to you and your team confidence. And I think that's what we saw in the last 3 games. You said a hat-trick of wins. And just the way they played, even when they were getting runs, when the young guns were getting runs, we saw smiles in the fielders. Hardik Pandya was unruffled. And just the way Rohit batted. And for me, I'm coming back to Rohit because I would say it was controlled aggression. There was nothing frenetic. There was nothing short a ball or try and hit a 4 a minute kind of a batting. There were good deliveries which were patted back or converted for singles. And we know he doesn't get ugly runs. He just gets lovely runs. And just the way he batted, I think was just beautiful. And this is exactly what we want from Rohit.
Yes.
Rohan mentioned it. We would rather see Rohit get a 40 ball 70 than a 25 ball 80. I think 40 ball 70 I'm happy with.
Yeah, look, I think it
is still as good.
Yeah, I think it's a myth when you say, okay, listen, I'd rather get a quick fire 25-30 and then, try to play a big shot and get out and that helps the team. No, it doesn't. What helps the team is you being there at the end because you have that ability. You have that quality as we saw today. So him being there at the end, as was Virat in that first game, that's what helps the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, you'll have both said it, which is why Rohit Sharma is the coolest performer of the match, powered by Voltas. Shore calm zyada, 76 of 45, a strike rate of 168, 6 sixes and 4 fours. Kartik, when we talk about Rohit Sharma, he's just like Federer's backhand. He's like Gulzar Saab's poetry. He's everything poetic when he hits those sixes.
100%. Even just the way he bats. And I've always said this, and you can say whatever, I don't think he gets ugly runs.
Never.
Even if he gets out for 0, there's something beautiful about it. Even if he gets 2 runs, there's something beautiful about it. So obviously when he gets those runs with a strike rate of nearly 170, without breaking a sweat, this is what we want to see. We don't want Rohit Sharma getting out to an ugly hoik or trying to do something. No, that is not you. You are what should I say, an orchestra master. You don't need to do anything else. He's just a champion bat, and it was just so good to watch him bat. I just love. I think there's not a better sight in world cricket than watching Rohit Sharma bat for me.
Well, the Mumbai fans have been dancing to that orchestra music. He's someone who just knows how to put those smiles on MI fans. They've waited long, but when he comes out and plays like this and he hits those sixes, we spoke about that pull shot and how Viru reacted downstairs, but he's just sublime to watch him play.
It is. And that is why it gets a little frustrating if you're a Rohit Sharma fan or a Mumbai Indians fan when he doesn't get those runs.
Or an India fan.
But he's been getting runs for India. He has been. It's when you look at his runs for India as compared to Mumbai Indians, it's been a little askew.
Fair point.
But as a Mumbai Indians fan or as a Rohit Sharma fan, you want to see that. You want to see him get those 70s, 80s, 100s because he has the capability, he has the ability. And when he gets going, as you said, there's no better sight in cricket. Just the elegance.
Yeah, the effortlessness.
The effortless elegance. The way it just seemed that he has an extra nanosecond to play the shots, you know. What he does is there are few cricketers in the world who make the game look really, really simple and easy. He's one of them.
He has all the time when he plays, doesn't he? But today he was quite in a hurry. He's hit 6 sixes and equaled his record of maximum sixes in an IPL game. But when he hits it, it stays hit. And when he hits it, it just looks like he has those extra 10-15 seconds to hit those big.
Yeah, absolutely right. I would just go on to say he's got so much time when the others look hurried, it looks unhurried. And the ball seems to just ping off his bat without any effort. And that's why what Rohan said, effortless elegance, I think it's absolutely fine. The double E's for him are like absolutely brilliant to watch. It's just how easy does it make it look? And there was one shot which he played against, I think, Ravindra Jadeja from outside the off stump. It reminded me of Azharuddin and VVS Lakshman. It just went, just a single, but that tells you that you're watching the ball and you're hitting the ball. So it's just a matter of getting your thought process right in terms of your game plan. And that's why we keep harping on this. He doesn't. Him, Virat Kohli, all these guys don't need to look frenetic at all. They've got a game which many people only can dream of.
Yes.
So all you want to do is just take that extra second, just take that extra minute. You don't take that extra ball. As you said, he's got 10-15 seconds more than others to bat.
You know, it's amazing how, I think when most people do it, but definitely when cricketers do, there's a noise that comes. It's never just like this. There'll be a noise that follows.
No, we need the sound effects. That's what life is about, the sound effects. But like I said, the Mumbai Raja is back on his throne and all the MI fans are smiling, which is why he was our coolest performer of the match, powered by Voltas. Shore calm zyada. There was Suryakumar Yadav, who was at the other end watching this delightful orchestra, this delightful poetic rendition, and he said, let me watch for some time. And then he said, all right, now let me also narrate my poetry. And then he stepped it up, and how? A strike rate of 226, 68 of 30. Phew.
No, as a spinner, I was just thinking, watching Ravindra Jadeja and Ravichandran Ashwin bowl. You don't play a sweep like that. To good deliveries, he's just gone full stretch, watching the ball and hitting it all along the ground, in front, fine. As a spinner, where do you bowl? He has got that inside-out shot as well. It's tough, man. If he's on song, if the wicket doesn't offer you anything, if you're bowling with a wet ball, God save you. Well, literally, God save you. It's just, again, somebody who's got such great wrist work. The way he powers through that ball, whether he's playing inside out. There was another shot which he hit through through mid-wicket. Just amazing, the kind. And what he does, it's like, literally he's 360. I don't know how he maneuvers those wrists to play. He uses it with like a spoon, I think. He just scoops it, puts it somewhere. Yeah. Scoops it, puts it somewhere. If he wants to hit it straight, he hits it straight. It's just amazing. And that's why, again, I'll come back to that. A champion player like him, walking up, running up to greet a kid who just got 32. But it's a great thing. Well done, Surya.
No, it was really touching to see what he's done. But Suryakumar Yadav on the field, along with Rohit Sharma, what else can cricket fans ask for? I know CSK fans didn't want to see this at all, but I think the rest of the world must have sat back, had their popcorn in their hand and just really enjoyed what they've seen today.
They would have, but I think most IPL team fans would have preferred Mumbai Indians not winning, because Mumbai Indians is a very dangerous team. So a lot of the teams that are on top will be hoping, and their fans will be hoping that, look, we've got to hope that Mumbai Indians don't make it to the top 4. Because once they make it to the top 4, they have that know-how of how to win championships. So while you're right, it was really, really entertaining to watch. Fabulous batsmanship. We spoke about the fact that RCB played a perfect match the previous game. This was a perfect match for Mumbai Indians as well. Yeah.
Well, we'll have a look at the points table and speak about why you said that, because
they jumped one spot, I suppose.
They jumped that one spot. They've reached that 8 points that they've got. CSK, of course, would have been party spoilers for people, but they didn't do that today.
Do they look like party spoilers this time around?
You know,
you sometimes look at their team and look at the way Fleming and others were sitting. Maybe they've just resigned themselves to the fact that we don't have the side compared to the others. Sometimes if you don't have the fastest car on the circuit, you can't be racing against the fastest cars. It's as good as that. And I don't think CSK have that fast car this time around.
But you know, it's like you say, it's just so disheartening for CSK fans because, you know, even if you don't have the best car, you should put that effort in with whichever car you have, right? It almost felt like that intent's missing. We've used this word so many times when it comes to CSK this season. It's just that they're not showing that intent which we're used to seeing.
I would like to, I don't know, maybe look, Rachin Ravindra tried playing a shot, got out. You think of the young man who walked out, Matre, he tried playing a shot, he got out. It's not as if they're not showing intent. Sometimes it's not your time, sometimes it's your game's off the boil. Sometimes collectively as a team.
But Catty, Rachin Ravindra played a shot. He was 5 of 9.
I'm just saying, what is
what
intent?
I'm saying is,
I'm just asking, what is intent then?
You look at, intent is Sheikh Rashid was 19 of 20. Your openers can't be going at, when you face nearly 5 overs, going at less than a run a ball.
Look, there have been times
Especially also taking into account this pitch, this ground.
Chris Gayle was 7 of 12 after most first 2 overs. But he picked it up.
But
do you have the ability again?
Again, with due respect, you cannot compare Chris Gayle to
I'm saying, do you have the intent?
Rachin Ravindra.
No,
intent and ability. Chris Gayle has that ability to go
Rachin Ravindra also has it.
I don't think he has the ability that Chris Gayle does.
No, I'm just giving you a simple example that if you're trying to show intent, please define intent for me. Everybody uses this word very loosely and a lot. What is intent for me? Sometimes your ability is not allowing you to do something collectively. I don't think they're going out there to lose or not wanting to do that. Yes, they have pulled off the odd victory. But the thing is, they don't look like, when you look at the other champion cars on the circuit, they don't look like a team which is going to threaten you. That's what I'm trying to say.
But in this case, when you talk about intent, the intent is to, when the bowler's coming, trying to put a little pressure on.
At least put a fight on.
Trying to be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah. Not letting the ball come to you, nudging it for one, playing it for one, defending it for one initially. Initially, you don't have to score runs. It's about showing, okay, listen, it's like as a batter, if a spinner's bowling to me, I'm going to try and play the sweep shot. The spinner then knows that, okay, he's got the sweep shot in his locker room. Maybe I get away with it, maybe I don't. But it gets the bowler thinking. Yeah, in the same way, if you're going to allow the bowler to just bowl a line length for the first few deliveries without, and just hit that line, get into his rhythm, without you putting pressure on the bowler, that's intent. Put pressure on the bowler. You not necessarily get the runs.
That's what RCB tried at home, they failed.
But that's the one-off case.
Three-off case then. It happened 3 times. So maybe he's trying after the 5th ball or the 8th ball, he thinks, I'm going to go for it.
You asked me what is intent, I gave that answer.
I'm just saying that intent, look, Sheikh Rashid tried. I don't think he tried a few shots, didn't work out. Rachin Ravindra obviously didn't get going. The young man Ayush Matre came, he played some fine shots. But the thing is, are they continuing it?
That was a little too late by the time Ayush Matre sort of gave a little bit of impetus. You ask me what's intent, Ayush Matre hitting for 4 or 6 of the second ball and the third ball following it up with a 6. What is intent? Vaibhav Suryavanshi hitting a 6 of the first ball. That's intent. When you're asking what's intent...
But if he gets out the first ball?
If he gets out, so be it. It's not like...
Okay, I'm not going to argue. Let's not carry
what?
forward.
This is the beauty,
all I'm trying to say is defining intent is a very tough one. For somebody, it might be after 8 balls. Sometimes your game is not in good order, that you're not able to show intent. So it's not a definitive thing. Certain teams do it much better. That is why they are much better on a certain day. But there are certain times when teams are struggling to do it. Collectively, it can't be that Shivam Dubey, all of them are struggling at one time as a team. So,
but all that is fine, Catty. You asked defined intent which is what we've done. You said someone defined intent and we've just I've tried to define.
Let's move on.
We've got a very passionate intent conversation going on, but that's the beauty of Cricbuzz is we like all kinds of opinions. We've got 2 differing opinions clearly here. I think you all should write in.
I'm not differing. I'm not differing from you. I'm just saying that sometimes you resign yourself.
Yes.
I'll give you a simple example. 2009, we lost from winning positions as KKR, and we were tearing our hair down. You look at the quality in that side, there was great quality, but we were just struggling. So we were not able to put the finger on what was going wrong. And it can happen. That's all I'm trying to say.
Correct.
All I'm trying to say is, as a team, I wish we had the magic wand. I wish teams had the magic wand. There is MS Dhoni.
Correct.
He's called Talai for the reason. They won 5 titles for a reason. But they're struggling.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Maybe
Intent, no intent, intention, bad intention, good intention, they're struggling. Let's accept that. They have resigned to that fact.
Well, we will ask all the CSK fans out there because we know how passionate fans are. What do CSK fans think is intent? Are they showing intent or not showing intent? Please tag Cricbuzz, tag everyone, let us know. But you all please let me know is where does CSK go from here now? Intent, no intent, where do they go?
I feel,
this is
I'm
the car
really feeling
they have.
bad for them.
This is the car they have. They have to drive it now for the next 7 games.
Where
right?
do they go? I think their chances in this tournament are done. I think they also, if you touched upon it, it looks like they've sort of resigned and they've said, okay, this tournament's done. Let's look forward to maybe what we can, in a sense, from this tournament, what we can get is maybe someone like Ayush Matre for the future. Players of, domestic players who we can get in, check them out, see what Sheikh Rashid does, see what Ayush Matre does, and how we can utilize them next season.
Correct.
You've got to look forward to next season now because I think their chances of, qualifying for the top 4 are nearly done and dusted. And even if they're not mathematically done and dusted, it's the way they're playing. They don't inspire any confidence in, as a viewer.
Yes.
Any game that they start, I think from now, they will not be starting as favourites. They may end up winning the game, that's different. But at the start of the game, you will not look at them and say, okay, even if it's at Chennai, at the Chepauk, you will not say they're starting as favourites. Yeah. So for them, it's obviously a tough year. And they've got to look at, like I said, look at positives in terms of looking at
youngsters,
young domestic talent and give them opportunities now and see out of this young domestic talent who they can use and really build on next year.
Well, for the fans, I'm sure they'd want the team to come out and play and give everything that they can. I'm sure they're doing it, like you said, but just the days don't seem to be, the luck doesn't seem to be favouring them.
Nothing seems to be favouring them. Look, sometimes that's why I'm looking at their side and quality-wise, you've got 2 champion spinners. Shivam Dube is playing for India. Rachin Ravindra did exceptionally well for New Zealand. You've got the leader there who's got it back. You've got some young guns. Matisha Patirana was bowling beautifully last season. You're just wondering, how is it going wrong? Whatever they're trying, it's not working. I'm pretty sure the brains trust. You've got Mr. Cricket there, Stephen Fleming, one of the most, or the shrewdest brains. He's been with CSK, I think, apart from his playing days, he's been a coach there all his life. So I'm just wondering, what can they do? As Rohan was, I don't think they have, when you look at them, they have that belief maybe within that they are going to do something. If it happens, it happens. That's why I use the word resign, because I don't know where can they go, what can they do, what is it that they can turn around. Yes, you can stick together, you can have all the inspirational talks, but sometimes you just wonder what is going wrong. Where do we put a finger and just say, okay, this is because of this that we are not doing this. This is because of this. Can we turn this around? It doesn't seem to work. And that's why I'm feeling bad for them.
Yes, yes.
As a team, because we've all been part of team games. There are times when it goes brilliantly well, swimmingly well, brilliant. And there are times where you're like literally trying to rip the paint off the wall and figure out what's going wrong. And I don't know. I wish I had an answer to that.
Well, I think the CSK fans need to give us their answer because fans always have a lot of passionate answers. But moving on to MI, our team's going to now look at MI as a threat because of the way they've been playing the last 3 games.
Of course, and see, MI is a well-oiled machine. And now they're just getting into their rhythm, they're just getting into their stride. The games that they've played, the way they won today, Rohit Sharma coming into form, Suryakumar Yadav again, excellent innings, fabulous innings. Bumrah picking up 2 wickets. When you look at certain teams, you look at who are their match winners, who are their X-factor players. Now, Mumbai has a lot of them, right? The X-factor player in Rohit Sharma wasn't clicking up until now, but he is now. Suryakumar Yadav, this inning will give him again a lot of confidence. Bumrah coming back from injury, getting into his stride, getting into his flow, picking up 2 wickets. These are all ominous signs for a lot of other teams. So a lot of other teams will be looking at them and saying, listen, when you come up against Mumbai, it's going to be an extremely tough game.
Well, I have to tell you all that it's not just Hitman that's hit the bullseye today, but a lot of hits coming on to this passionate chat that we've had, filled with pain and filled with intent and filled with passion, because lots of our YouTube followers are saying that they've loved what you all both have brought to the table today with the CSK chat. So thank you to both of you.
I just feel, look,
I see
I've
that
been
you're
part of
really
sides.
upset.
I've been part of so many sides where when you look at the side and you're thinking we can't be going wrong, and we go wrong, and then you're thinking, oh, we've played the game enough to know what we have done wrong. And I wish it was the case. Otherwise, nobody would be out of form individually or collectively. If we knew all the answers every time, we have played the game.
Yes.
I've played the game for 26 years. Do I know everything? No, not even close to it. And that's why we are also constantly learning. We are also trying to wonder, why does this happen?
I think the big learning, again from the outside for CSK is that this format of the game is a really fast evolving format. What used to work
Absolutely.
18 years ago doesn't work now.
Yeah, absolutely.
What used to work 5 years ago doesn't work now. You look at what Punjab have done. Look at the openers that Punjab have got. The way they take the attack to the opposition. You look at most teams, their outlook to T20 cricket has changed, and it was very evident of how that outlook has changed at the auction table.
Yes.
In the players they bought, in the team that they created. When I say in they, I'm talking about most of the other franchises.
DC, for example.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, when you look at the CSK team, it just seems from the outside that their outlook seems a little dated. It doesn't seem to have moved as quickly as the other team's outlook has in terms of picking a squad which is going to compete at this level for a T20 tournament.
Well, there's one thing that I've learned after this episode today is that Kartik surely doesn't ignore you. I can tell you that. He doesn't ignore you.
No. Kartik never does. He never does.
And I feel a lot of pain for teams.
I love that. I love when ex-cricketers are so passionate because they've played it all their life, and then you're just still so passionate about the game. I really love it as a fan because we've grown up watching you all on TV and watching you all put in so much passion, and then now after all these years still have that amount of passion. It just feels great. But now we have to move on to what's happening tomorrow because it's a big game for KKR. KKR take on GT tomorrow. This is happening in Kolkata. I say big game for KKR because they have to win it tomorrow. As simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, when you look at their side too, it's not a lot which can go wrong, but it is. They seem to put in a win and then they're making mistakes. They need a few key figures to fire. And again, they're back on home territory, so that'll be interesting as well. Whereas GT, on the other hand, they're going through a purple patch, blue patch, whatever you want to call it. They're a well-led side. Their top three batters are firing. In fact, when you look at the collective runs scored by the top three, I think they're number one amongst all the 10 sides. They've got a good bowling lineup and they've got a great setup. We always talk about that backroom staff, backroom setup, which creates that environment. I think they've got it all.
So when you talk about backroom stuff, there's news that Abhishek Nair will be joining KKR. And this might be his first match where he's back. So
he comes in right away?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm saying this might be the first match that he's back. And if it is, again, that combination of Chandrakant Pandit, Abhishek Nair, let's see what that does for the remainder of the season.
Well, I want to have a look at that points table and just show you all why I said it's such a must-win game for Kolkata. They've now stepped down to number 7. They just have 6 points on the board. Gujarat, of course, are sitting very happy, pretty up at the top. But it's a do or die in a way for KKR tomorrow. Again, that question. Like you said, what is going wrong with CSK? We can't put a finger and point. But with KKR, it feels like, the top order setting it up and then you're seeing collapses. You're seeing this happen time and again for them.
Yeah, absolutely. And it started with the first game.
Yes.
They were flying after 10 overs.
They should have reached like 230, 240.
Absolutely.
Right?
And you think, oh, we've got 1, 2, 3, these gun players to come. And it just, everything fizzled away. So it's been happening. Yes, there have been other murmurs as well, other things surrounding the side. You just want to shrug that all, park that all aside. Again, just have a brutal, honest chat amongst each other. And I think that is something which needs to be done because to move forward, you need to realize where you are. And that has been my constant belief. You need to accept where you are. To take it forward. So maybe just have a hard chat and just say, look at each other. this is the quality we have
Yes.
in the dressing or in the group. And I think we all need to look deep within ourselves, pull our socks up and do something collectively because we can create magic. For everybody's sake, we are the defending champions. So I think we need to have that belief. Maybe things turn around. Yes, they've got a lovely guy who's a captain. Obviously, they've been winners in the last year, but obviously there's been a change in personnel. But some of their core, they're still there. Dre Russ, Sunil Narayan, Varun Chakravarti.
Rinku.
Yeah, Rinku. So again, you look at quality. Ankush Raghuvanshi is a young, promising bat. He's batted well. So it's not as if Quinton de Kock, QDK is there. So again,
You know, when you
I
said
think-
they bat deep, they just go on batting and you feel like someone will come and someone will click, but that's not quite happened. And this is the game after that Punjab
Venkatesh
game.
Iyer.
Right?
Yeah, I think, he said something about having a hard chat. I think that's really important because that game that they lost against Punjab, they should have had a really hard chat after that because that, I've said that before at Cricbuzz, is I don't think Punjab won it, I think KKR lost it.
Yes.
It was some of the most senseless cricket I've seen. The way they went about. Again, it's the mindset where, in a chase, you've got to be able to adapt your batsmanship, adapt how you chase a target. It's not all about going and being able to smash a ball for 4. You can win. There's a saying that I think there are different ways to skin a cat. There are different ways to win a game.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be all boundaries, all sixes. In a slow-scoring chase, ones, twos, run hard, put pressure on the opposition. The loose ball comes, boom, that's a 4. I'm telling you, these batters are so good today that you give them a half volley, they will put that for 4 or 6 if you wake them up from their sleep. You give them a short ball outside the off stump, they'll cut it for 4 if you wake them up from their sleep. So don't go looking for that in a low-scoring game. You don't have to. You don't have to win it by boundaries. So that is why I think a hard chat would have been needed in that KKR dressing room after that Punjab loss.
Kartik, we'll have a look at that squad. And when you speak about hard chats, I know that he's just been a legend for KKR, but Andre Russ has been a little bit of a problem for them this season. He has faced just 31 balls and he's bowled 39 balls. And he is coming out. And again, the short selection that he's come out with is the hard chat that they probably need to have with him.
yeah, I think I don't know whether it's the shot selection. Sometimes again, that's the way he plays. And imagine that low scoring game at New Chandigarh, which he nearly pulled off before he was the last man out to Marco Janssen.
Yes.
The over he took down Chahal, yes, he could have gotten out. But the thing is, he nearly brought them to the brink of victory. Imagine if that had happened. It gives him also some great confidence because you could be one of the best players. But when you're short of runs, it does wear you out. When you're short of wickets, it does wear you out. It has happened to the best. There's not one person who's not gone through it. So I don't think we can say, it has never happened to us. So I just feel it's about what I go back to what I think Virat or Faf said when RCB turned it around. He says, this is what we did. We had one hard chat in our room. And where can we go from here? We can go only up. And I think that's a conversation which all of them need to have. It just takes one innings. We saw Rohit was not possibly amongst runs. You can think of innumerable examples where people have been short of runs. Think of Jofra Archer. Can you imagine the scarring after being tagged the most expensive spell in the history of IPL for a gun bowler like Jofra Archer, and he has come storming back. So it has happened in the past. That's why resilience comes. That's why the temperament comes. That's why that mental strength comes, mental fortitude comes. And all these guys have that. It's about having that. It's about chatting about it. It's about realizing. And I'm pretty sure it just takes one game to turn things.
But any changes you'll see for tomorrow?
For KKR?
Yes.
Look, Quinton de Kock's going to play. Sunil Narayan's going to play.
Moeen Ali in for Nokia, you feel?
Maybe, depending on what the pitch is like. But, Moeen Ali maybe if the pitch is going to turn a little bit. But otherwise, I don't see too many changes.
I'll tell you tomorrow.
All right, then you tell me what GT is going to do today. But they seem to be doing everything correct. They chased down the 203 against DC. Butler coming in and playing that brilliant knock of 97. So everything going just as planned for GT.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think a liberated Joss Butler, he doesn't need to be worn down by any captaincy thoughts anywhere. Obviously, he would have enjoyed that family atmosphere because he knows too many people there. There are lots of people he knows. He's in an environment which he feels very comfortable in. And just the way they created it, maybe we were wondering if there are going to be any middle order wobbles in that side. But somehow they seem to, it has not harmed them at the moment. Sai Sudarshan is batting beautifully. He's just batting beautifully. I think we talk about all the others. This left-hander too is just been in sublime touch. The way he's improved his strike rates. It was not about getting runs, it's about those strike rates. He's done an exceptional job. Can you imagine Tewatia, cool, calm, comes in, 10 needed, 6-4. Yes,
Boom.
the streaky 4, but that's fine. We'll take it. It's just an unbelievable team. Sai Kishore has been bowling well.
And then Prasidh.
Yeah, can you imagine Prasidh? Obviously, Prasidh has been absolutely brilliant. You talk about Mohammad Siraj, who was wanting to prove something after having been left out of the one-day squad. I think they've got a very, very good side. Imagine if Rashid Khan comes back into prime form. They become even more lethal. So things going well for them. You're going to have the odd losses, but it's the way this team reacts to it. And I think that's what we need to see from all these teams.
Rohan, we'll have a look at that squad.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they will have any changes at all, because why change anything that's going so well for them?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I don't think you'll see too many changes in that squad, in that 11, because again, you look at that batting lineup, Shubman, Sai, Joss, and then you've got Rahul Tewatia, Sherfain Rutherford, who comes in as an impact player. The bowlers, again, with Prasidh, Mohammad Siraj, Sai Kishore and Rashid. So it's a extremely well.
Any chance of Washi coming in?
I'm just keeps coming in and out.
I'm surprised.
I'm saying horses for courses.
I'm surprised he doesn't play more often.
Yeah.
You know, because in a sense, sometimes the batting can look a little weak, and Washi can give that little bit, extra
Washington Sundar.
Washington
because
Sundar.
We're so used to saying Washi.
Yeah, Washington Sundar.
Who's Washi?
So he gives that little bit of extra cushioning. So I'm a little surprised that he doesn't feature more often for Gujarat.
Your players to watch out for tomorrow then.
Oh, interesting. I am thinking.
Well, we know that Rinku likes playing against you.
Joss is obviously, everybody's going to pick him. I'm again going to go for Sai Sudarshan.
All right.
As a batter. And from KKR, how about going for Venkatesh Iyer?
I, from KKR, will go for Andre Russell, because we spoke about the fact that maybe he needs to bring his A game to the table. And for Gujarat Titans, I'll go to Prasidh Krishna.
He's been just having that purple patch with that purple cap. That's what he's been doing. Well, I'm very happy now. I want to talk about the joy factor, because thanks to the little help from Rohan, I knew the answer. Let's have a look at the question. Rob Quinney, Kevin Cooper and Andre Russ are the first 3 names in a list of players related to this tournament. Who is the latest addition? And let's have a look at the answer. Do you want to go for it?
Yeah, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, because as I was commentating yesterday, we got that list of 10 players who have hit 6 of the first ball on debut, and Rohan got it immediately. I was just done by
that tournament.
In this tournament. I think which tournament?
All right, so everyone here has gotten the answer. Let's have a look at who's our winner for the day, and who's gotten it is Sagar Paul. Nicely done, Sagar. I think this is the first time we've seen your name. If you have won this before, please correct me and tell me that you've won it many times before. But we love seeing new names. So thank you so much. And we need to now applaud once again, because there have been winners all day today. It's been
a round of applause for all of us. I think we've all won something today.
One out of how many?
4.
Okay.
But that's okay. I mean, we have to celebrate the small wins.
You got to, exactly. That little victories you don't get too many of them. Got to celebrate that.
When we celebrate, we'll have a look at that points table, because it's very important. Oh my God, how did GK do that? I thought GK was far away. Ooh, the swagger that he's standing there with.
I'm happy that I'm on this side of the page.
There we are, still on that right-hand side.
I think the more you play this, the more
the
lower you're going to go.
But Rohan, you've got that one.
I've got the bullseye. I've got the one. I've got something in the bullseye column.
Yeah, that looks good on that right-hand side column. Well, everyone's celebrating. and GK is celebrating the most because he's seen himself up there.
At the top.
Otherwise, he had threatened that he's going to quit
Walk
and
away, yeah.
take his bags and go back and
Yeah.
not come back. So very happy that GK won. We don't want him to go anywhere. And I don't want to go anywhere because it's been so much fun having both of you on this delightful Sunday. But I'm sure that you all are flying out and you all have party plans and lots of...
No, I've got no party plans. My partying days are well over. It's time to go get some sleep.
All right then. We will let you both go and get some sleep. Thank you so much for today. And thank you so much to everyone who watched Voltas Presents Cricbuzz Live. We will be back tomorrow, so do join us there. Good night and goodbye.
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವವರೇ ಚೆನ್ನೈ ತಿರುಚಿರಾಪಳ್ಳಿ
Express, Varanasi Station, Netaji Bhavan.